Hi there, I am Michael Buckoff, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the TOEFL online course, the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. And these comments are for AI, and you're also one of my students in the English language program at California State University, San Bernardino, and you completed a pronunciation homework assignment. It's more or less a pretest, which means I'm going to give you some feedback as to certain areas that you should focus on in order to improve your intelligibility and speaking of American English. All right, so let's get started. So this is the reading passage that you're reading the passage and you're answering this question.
At the English language program.
Now you want to see here language program, so you're having some problems with your L consonant sound.
ELP at CSUSB, we are committed to the furthering of knowledge and fulfilling our educational mission.
I would say committed. We are committed to the furthering of knowledge.
We promote a campus.
I would say we promote. So put stress on that second syllable there, not the first.
Environment that welcomes, celebrates, and promotes respect for the entire variety of human experience.
Pronounce the V with a little bit more vibration. Variety. The entire variety of human experience.
In our commitment to diversity, we welcome
diversity. In our commitment to diversity,
people from all backgrounds, and we seek to include knowledge and values from many cultures in the curriculum and extracurricular life of the campus community. We extend to each other compassion and goodwill so that we all may feel comfortable being ourselves in a safe learning environment. To further promote this safe learning environment, all student information, whether personal or academic, is kept confidential between the faculty and administration.
All right, so in this case, I'll go over a few things that you can work on here in just a minute, but let's read it together now. And what you want to do here, AI, is maybe practice reading with me 5 or 6 times, or until you feel more comfortable reading the passage at the same rhythm, tone, and pace that I read it. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1. At the English Language Program, ELP, at CSUSB, we are committed to the furthering of knowledge and fulfilling our educational mission. We promote a campus environment that welcomes, celebrates, and promotes respect for the entire variety of human experience. In our commitment to diversity, we welcome people from all backgrounds, and we seek to include knowledge and values from many cultures in the curriculum and extracurricular life of the campus community. We extend to each other compassion and goodwill so that we may all feel comfortable being ourselves in a safe learning environment. To further promote this safe learning environment, all student information, whether personal or academic, is kept confidential between the faculty and administration.
Part B. It is important for me to learn English, and there are 2 reasons. First, English is the most universal language in the world.
Okay.
If I can speak English, I can learn a lot of cultures through English.
Okay.
I could communicate with foreign people who come to my country. Second, it may be possible to work with.
Now, when you're speaking, you say, it may be possible to work. So you're doing an awful lot of pauses in there, and native speakers don't speak that way, obviously. So I'll give you some tips in just a minute on how you can correct that.
With foreign people, if I can speak English. In my case, I want to work at foreign firm in the future.
Okay.
For example, media company or trade company.
All right.
For these two reasons, it is important to learn English, and learning English makes my life rich.
What'd you say at the end
Part
there? It was
A,
kind of funny.
the English makes my life rich.
Makes my life rich, I think you're saying there. Now, the very end of that was about the only time in the entire speech you actually change your tone. And how did you do that? Let's listen to it again.
And learning English makes my life rich.
Now that is actually varying your tone. You didn't do that very much. So I know you can do it, but you want to do more of that. You want to make sure that you vary your tone more. You put emotion into what you say. There's a face behind the words that you speak. All right, now let's take a look at some lessons. I do have some suggestions here of certain lessons that you can focus on in order to improve. So first of all, you may want to go to the internet, go to pronunciation step 2 of my course, where you see this. You see that? Find this on the computer. It says step 2, target and improve your pronunciation weaknesses. Or you can simply take out a piece of paper and then write down some notes. Okay, first of all, you need to work a little bit more on the R and the L consonants, right? So you have Speak Clearly lesson number 18. Check that out. And also you can go to see and hear how vowel and consonant sounds are produced. So let's say we click on it. And now that opens up this particular website here. You see this? Now what I want you to practice here, it's called liquids, the liquid consonants. The L and also the R.
Oh.
See that?
Late, balloon, fall.
And then you see this? You can see how to pronounce it here. Then watch her. And then see some samples.
Barren, far.
See what I'm saying? So I think you should practice that a little bit. And even maybe consider using a mirror that you can put next to your computer where you can compare how you produce a sound to the lady in the video. You see that? Okay, so you already know that. So let's keep going. Now, in addition to the R and the L consonant sounds, I recommend that you practice lessons 29 through 32, word stress, sentence rhythm, lessons 33 through 35, intonation is lessons 36 through 40, and especially, I think one of your biggest issues is thought groups and blending, lessons 41 through 44. Now, you may be asking yourself, you know, I can't learn all of those things, you may say to yourself, but I'm going to say you are wrong. You can learn these things, and students learn them every day. Now, it's going to take practice. Just remember that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. This is a famous quote from a Chinese philosopher. What do? Step 1, you go through word stress part 1. Once you've done that, word stress part 2, do all those, then go to sentence rhythm, then intonation, thought groups, and blending. But if you want to speak more naturally, you need to solve problems in these areas. All right, now the next question is, what is your intelligibility right now? On a scale of 1 to 7, 7 being a native speaker and 1 being a beginner of English, I'm going to put you at intermediate level, about 3.3 out of 7. This is where you are right now. You can click on the link to learn more about your intelligibility score. There is a link in the email that will send you exactly to this particular document. Now, for the purposes of our class, this is not the final exam. This is a practice homework assignment. Now, if this were the final exam, you would get a score of about 83 on this particular assignment, right? So if you can solve the problems you're having right now with the R and the L consonant sounds, if you can do better with your word stress, sentence rhythm, intonation, and thought groups and blending. If you can improve in those areas, your score will be higher on the final exam. If not, you'll probably score about where you did right now. All right, anyway, thank you very much for completing the assignment, and keep up the good work.